and welcome back to the Hero English Podcast. I'm Jordan, and I am so excited for today's topic.
And I'm Riley. It's great to be with you all. We are diving into a really cool topic today, innovation and the future.
Yes, we're talking about technology, new trends, and how to talk about what's coming next. Have you ever felt stuck trying to discuss advanced topics in English?
I think everyone has at some point. It can be tough. But today, we're going to give you the key vocabulary you need to talk about the future like a pro.
We'll learn words like innovation, trend, and prediction. Plus, we have a fantastic hero phrase for you. It's on the horizon. It sounds so sophisticated, right?
It does, and it's incredibly useful. We'll listen to a dialogue, break down some cultural insights about discussing the future, and even have a quick quiz at the end to test your knowledge.
It's going to be a packed episode, so if you're ready to sound more advanced and confident when talking about future technology, you are in the right place. Let's get started.
All right, Jordan, let's start with our first word. Innovation. It's a noun, and it means a new method, idea, or product.
Innovation. I hear this word all the time in business. So a self-driving car is an example of innovation.
Exactly. You could say the company is known for its constant innovation in smartphone technology. Or the biggest innovation of the year was a new type of battery.
Okay, so I could say my company wants to innovate their products to make them better?
That's a super common learner mistake, but a great question. You're using innovate as a verb there, which is perfect, but we don't say innovate something. We just say innovate. So you'd say, my company wants to innovate, or they want to innovate on their existing products.
Ah, okay, just innovate. Got it. That's helpful. What's next?
Next up is trend. A trend is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Think about fashion or technology.
Like the trend of working from home. It started small and now it's huge.
Perfect example. We could say there is a growing trend of using sustainable materials in construction. Or keeping up with the latest market trends is essential for our business.
Is a trend the same as a fad? I hear that word too, like a short trend.
Good question. They're similar, but a fad is usually very short term and less significant. A trend has a more lasting impact. So a popular new dance might be a fad, but the move towards electric vehicles is a trend.
That makes so much sense.
Okay, one more for us.
Our last one is prediction. This is a noun, and it's a statement about what you think will happen in the future.
Like a weather forecast? No, wait. A forecast is a type of prediction, right?
Yes, exactly. A weather forecast is a great example. You could also say, experts have made a prediction that the global economy will grow next year. Or, his prediction about the election results was surprisingly accurate.
So could I say my prediction for the future is positive?
Almost perfect. The preposition is a little tricky here. We usually say a prediction about something. So, my prediction about the future is positive. Or, what's your prediction about the game tonight?
Prediction about. Got it. Okay, so we have innovation, trend, and prediction. I'm ready to hear them in action.
Hey, Anna, are you looking at the schedule for the Future Forward conference? I'm trying to decide which talks to go to.
Oh, hey, Tom. I was just doing the same thing. There are so many sessions on technological innovation this year, it's hard to choose.
I know, right? I'm definitely going to the one on AI and creative industries. That trend is fascinating to me.
Me too. My prediction is that it will be the most crowded session of the entire conference. We should probably get there early to get a seat.
Good call. What else is on your list? Anything about sustainable tech?
Absolutely. There's a panel called Green Innovation Beyond the Hype. It looks like it will tackle the real challenges, not just the positive trends.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm tired of the presentations that just offer an overly optimistic prediction without any substance.
Exactly. This one seems more grounded. By the way, what do you think is on the horizon for our industry in the next 5 years? I'm always curious to hear your take.
That's the big question, isn't it? I think a major shift in how we handle data privacy is just over the horizon. It's going to be a game changer.
I completely agree. I saw a small startup that has some really advanced ideas in that space. Their innovation could redefine everything.
Okay, add that to my list. Find that startup. It feels like every year some new, unexpected trend pops up.
That's what makes it so exciting, though. You can make a prediction, but you never really know what's coming. I'm Anna, by the way. Nice to officially meet you.
I'm Tom. Great to meet you too. So it sounds like we have a plan. AI session first, then green innovation?
Perfect. A new wave of ideals is on the horizon, and I can't wait.
That dialogue was packed with great language. Let's expand on a few phrases. First up, state of the art.
State of the art. That sounds very impressive.
It means the most modern or advanced level of development. For example, the hospital has state-of-the-art medical equipment. A common mistake is just saying very modern. State-of-the-art is much more specific and professional.
Ah, I used to say that all the time. Our lab has very modern technology. So I should say our lab has state-of-the-art technology?
Exactly. It sounds much stronger. Okay, next phrase is game changer. This is an idea, event, or product that completely changes a situation.
Like how smartphones were a game changer for how we communicate.
Perfect example. You could also say, this new software is a real game changer for our productivity. People often misuse it for something that is just a small improvement. A game changer needs to be truly transformative.
Okay, so my new coffee machine is not a game changer, even if it feels like 1 in the morning.
Probably not for the whole world, no. Our last phrase is early adopter. This refers to a person who starts using a new technology or product as soon as it becomes available.
I know some people like that. They always have the newest phone, the newest everything.
Exactly. So you could say, early adopters of electric cars faced challenges with charging infrastructure. Or, my friend is an early adopter. He buys every new gadget.
That reminds me, I was an early adopter of those smart classes a few years ago. They were terrible. I wasted so much money.
Say, being an early adopter has its risks, but those people help test new innovations for the rest of us. So we have state-of-the-art, game changer, and early adopter.
And now it's time for our hero phrase. Riley, let's break this one down.
Let's do it. The phrase is, it's on the horizon. It means something is likely to happen or appear soon.
It paints such a nice picture, like watching a sunrise. So if a new product launch is next month, I could say the big launch is on the horizon.
Precisely. Let's look at a few variations. You can ask a question, what's on the horizon for our team? This means, what's coming up next for us?
Or you could describe something specific, like a new trend is on the horizon. Let's try it in a work situation. I'll start. Hey, Riley, how's the quarterly report coming along?
It's almost done. The deadline is on the horizon, but we're in good shape.
See? Very professional. Now let's try a casual one. Imagine we're friends.
Okay. Hey, Jordan, you seem really busy lately. Everything okay?
Yeah, just a lot of work. But a long vacation is on the horizon, so I'm looking forward to that.
Nice. A slightly more formal variation is just over the horizon, which implies it's even closer. For example, in a news report, major breakthroughs in medicine are just over the horizon.
That sounds very powerful. This phrase is so versatile. You can use it for projects, holidays, changes, anything in the future.
It really is. It's a great way to talk about the future without giving an exact date. It adds a bit of style to your English.
All right, everyone, let's practice the main phrase together. I'll say it slowly 3 times. Just repeat after me. It's on the horizon. You know, Riley, I was listening to Tom and Anna's conversation, and it felt very natural. Maybe a little too natural?
That's a great point, Jordan. In real, spontaneous conversations, native speakers often link words together and speak at a faster pace. It can be difficult to catch every word.
Yeah, I feel like I missed some of the smaller words and the intonation. How can our listeners practice getting better at that?
That is exactly why we do a slow version. By listening to the dialogue again, but much more slowly, you can focus on the music of the language. Pay attention to the stress on words like innovation and prediction.
So we should listen for the rhythm and melody of the sentences?
Exactly. And we encourage you to shadow, which means you speak along with Tom and Anna. Don't worry about being perfect. Just try to copy their pronunciation and intonation. It's amazing practice for your mouth muscles.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's listen to that dialogue one more time, but nice and slow.
Hey, Anna, are you looking at the schedule for the Future Forward conference? I'm trying to decide which talks to go to.
Oh, hey, Tom. I was just doing the same thing. There are so many sessions on technological innovation this year. It's hard to choose.
I know, right? I'm definitely going to the one on AI in creative industries. That trend is fascinating to me.
Me too. My prediction is that it will be the most crowded session of the entire conference. We should probably get there early to get a seat.
Good call. What else is on your list? Anything about sustainable tech?
Absolutely. There's a panel called Green Innovation, Beyond the Hype. It looks like it will tackle the real challenges, not just the positive trends.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'm tired of the presentations that just offer an overly optimistic prediction without any substance.
Exactly. This one seems more grounded. By the way, what do you think is on the horizon for our industry in the next 5 years? I'm always curious to hear your take.
That's the big question, isn't it? I think a major shift in how we handle data privacy is just over the horizon. It's going to be a game changer.
I completely agree. I saw a small startup that has some really advanced ideas in that space. Their innovation could redefine everything.
Okay, add that to my list. Find that startup. It feels like every year, some new, unexpected trend pops up.
That's what makes it so exciting, though. You can make a prediction, but you never really know what's coming. I'm Anna, by the way. Nice to officially meet you.
I'm Tom. Great to meet you, too. So, it sounds like we have a plan. AI session first, then green innovation?
Perfect. A new wave of ideas is on the horizon, and I can't wait.
Jordan, hearing Tom and Anna talk so excitedly about the future made me wonder about culture. Is it common in Western business culture to always be talking about what's next?
That's a very insightful question, Jordan. Yes, especially in North America and parts of Europe, there's a strong cultural emphasis on the future, on innovation, and on predicting trends. The whole tech industry in Silicon Valley is built on this idea.
So it's seen as a positive thing to always be looking forward?
Absolutely. Being forward-thinking is a highly valued trait. In meetings, you'll often hear questions like, "What's on the horizon?" or "What's our 5-year plan?" It shows ambition and strategic thinking.
That's interesting. I think in many East Asian cultures, while the future is important, there's also a very deep respect for tradition and history. Sometimes rapid change can be viewed with more caution.
That's a great point. The idea of disruption, which is celebrated in Silicon Valley, might not be as positive in a culture that values stability and harmony. It's a different mindset. I remember working for a company that was obsessed with being an industry leader. Every meeting was about the next big innovation.
That sounds intense. My anecdote is from when I worked in a more traditional company. My boss once told me, "Let's perfect what we have before we chase what we don't." It was a very different approach, focused on quality and incremental improvement, not revolutionary change.
That perfectly illustrates the contrast. Neither approach is inherently better or worse, they're just different cultural priorities. In an English-speaking business environment, though, being able to talk confidently about future trends and predictions is a very valuable skill.
So using a phrase like, "a new trend is on the horizon," would show that you understand this forward-looking cultural value.
Exactly. It signals that you are part of that conversation and thinking about the future, which is often very important for building credibility.
All right, it's time for our listener question. This one comes from Chen in Shanghai. Chen asks, "What is the real difference between a prediction and a forecast? I use them in the same way. Is this wrong?"
That is a fantastic question, Chen. It's a subtle but important difference, and many native speakers even get it confused. It's great that you're thinking about this level of detail.
So what's the secret, Riley?
The main difference is data. A forecast is typically based on data, analysis, and models. Think of a weather forecast or a financial forecast. Scientists and analysts use existing information to project what will happen.
Okay, so a forecast is more scientific, more calculated?
Exactly. A prediction, on the other hand, can be based on data, but it can also be based on opinion, intuition, or just a guess. It's a broader term. All forecasts are predictions, but not all predictions are forecasts.
Oh, okay. So if I say, "I predict my favorite team will win the championship," that's not a forecast because it's just my hope, not based on deep data analysis.
Perfect example. But if an expert analyzes all the team's statistics and says, "We forecast they have a 70% chance of winning," that's a forecast. So in a business meeting, if you've analyzed sales data, you'd present a sales forecast, not just a sales prediction.
Okay, let me try to summarize for 10. So a forecast uses data and evidence. A prediction is more general and can be just an opinion or a guess. Use forecast when you have the numbers to back it up.
That's a perfect summary, Jordan. Great question, Chen.
Okay, Jordan, are you ready for a quick quiz to see what you've learned?
I was born ready. Let's do it.
Question 1. What is the noun we learned that means a new method, idea, or product?
A new idea? That would be innovation.
Correct. 1 for 1. Question 2. What does our hero phrase, "It's on the horizon," mean?
It means something's coming soon. It's in the near future.
Excellent. Okay, last question. Fill in the blank. A person who loves to buy and use technology as soon as it's released is called an early blank.
An early user? An early customer? I'll say early customer.
Ooh, so close. The correct term is early adopter. An early adopter adopts the new technology. Early customer makes sense, but early adopter is the specific phrase we use.
Adopter. I should have remembered that. Okay, 2 out of 3 isn't bad.
Not bad at all. Now it's your turn, listeners. Answer the questions out loud. Let's see if you can get all 3 right.
And that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us to talk about innovation and the future.
We covered some fantastic advanced vocabulary today. Remember those key words: innovation, trend, and prediction.
And don't forget our powerful hero phrase, "It's on the horizon." It's such a great way to talk about what's coming next in your life or work.
For your homework this week, we have a simple task. Find one thing that is on the horizon for you. It could be a project, a trip, or a personal goal.
And then try to use the phrase to tell someone about it. You could text a friend, "My English test is on the horizon." Or tell a colleague, "The new software update is on the horizon." Just use it.
Practice is everything. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing so you don't miss our next one. We're going to be talking all about negotiation skills.
Ooh, that will be a good one. Until then, keep learning and we'll talk to you soon. I'm Jordan.
And I'm Riley. Bye for now.
You know, all this talk about prediction reminds me of the worst prediction I ever made. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, absolutely. I love stories like this.
Okay, so about 10 years ago when e-readers were just becoming popular, I told all my friends, and I mean all of them, that physical books would be completely gone in 5 years. I said no one will own paper books anymore. It's a guarantee.
Oh no. You went all in on that prediction, didn't you?
Completely. I was so confident, and now I have 3 giant bookshelves in my apartment overflowing with physical books. My own books. I buy more now than I ever did before.
That is amazing. You were the early adopter of an idea that completely backfired on you personally.
Exactly! My friends still make fun of me for it. Every time I show them a new book I bought, they say, "Oh, I thought those didn't exist anymore, according to your prediction."
That's what you get for being so certain. It's a good lesson, though. The future is always a little bit weirder than we think it's going to be.
So true. So note to self, no more big predictions from Jordan. At least not in public.